My next guest is getting ready to headline Bellator 276 against Mads Burnell. Adam Borics, who's knocking on the door of a potential featherweight title shot. Adam, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. How are you, my brother?
I'm doing great. Thanks again for the time. First things first, what's the energy been like at the gym, and how are you feeling ahead of this one?
Actually, really great. The gym is, always have a good energy. A lot of fights coming up, so we are working really hard.
Absolutely. And when you look at Mads Burnell, obviously coming off of a big win over Emmanuel Sanchez, what are your thoughts on his skill set?
I mean, his skill set is great, but I think that fight was really, really close, and it's a split decision, or I don't know, I don't remember.
I think he was unanimous, but yeah, it was close. Yeah.
Okay, but it was very close. So he's a good fighter, but just other step for me.
Yeah, definitely. And you were supposed to fight last August against JJ Wilson, but the fight got canceled at the last minute. What was your
Yeah.
reaction when you heard the fight was off, and how frustrating was that whole process for you?
I was really, really upset because that was the first time when I did a camp without my wife. So she was at home and I was in further 10 weeks, and I did all the sacrifice. And it's not easy to make 145 for me. And I saw before the fight or before the weigh-in day, he was like over 160. And like, why they didn't tell me just do a 150 or something. And that's why I was really, really upset.
Right. And I believe is this your first Bellator main event?
Yes, I supposed to be main event 4 years ago against James Gallagher, but he turned out. But here we go. This is the first time, yeah.
What's difference in terms of fight week preparation, and is there any difference at all getting ready for a main event as opposed to a co-main or a lower fight on the card?
For me, not really. Only one thing, it's a 5 rounds fight now, so we pushed a little bit more the cardio, and honestly, I don't feel extra pressure or something. And yeah,
And then what are your thoughts on this is going to be a 5 round non-title fight? How do you feel about going 5 rounds if it gets to that point?
I mean, I think it's a good experience for me. I mean, I went 4 rounds already when I was like 20 years old or something. So if I could do that in 20 years old when I was training in Hungary, and now I train like a professional. So I think it's just a good test for me before the title fight.
Yeah, I gotcha. And who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
In the corner, Kami Barzini. Gonna be in my corner. Jared Gordon, he's my training partner, and my Hungarian striking coach from Hungary, Veslen Ferenc.
Awesome, man. And you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but a big featherweight title rematch later this year between AJ McKee and Patricio Pitbull. How do you see that playing out?
I think it's gonna be the same, kind of maybe. I mean, AJ is very dangerous in the first 2 rounds, and after Pitbull has a more chance to win. But I see AJ gonna finish him again.
I gotcha. And when you look at McKee's skill set, what challenges do you feel you can bring to him that he hasn't faced yet?
I have better cardio for sure than him, and I think he's very explosive. But I think I'm stronger. But I really don't care now. He's a good guy also, or Pitbull, whatever. I really respect both of them. My next title fight is Mads Burnell.
Yeah, definitely. And you train down at Sanford MMA in South Florida. What's the team like down there, and who are some of your main training partners?
My main training partner is always Shane Soriano. He's great, man. Great. I just really like to train with him, and like I said, Jared Gordon, he helps me a lot. Christos Giagos also, and I mean, I train sometimes Jason Jackson, Logan Story, but they are bigger guys, so I try to find smaller guys. Not too many 45er wants to train with me, so usually I train 55ers. I really love to train with Rafa Fiziev, but he is not here now. He was preparing in Thailand this time. But yeah, I mean, I like to be around with bigger guys also when I walk around 170.
Definitely. And obviously, I know you're not looking past Burnell, but how much would it mean to you to get that title shot and a chance to become the first Hungarian-born Bellator champion?
It means a lot. I was always fighting for my country. I feel I'm not just fighting for myself or my family. I really fight for my country.
Definitely. And last question for me, what's the key to getting that win next weekend?
Just be Adam Borics, and that's it.
Awesome, man. And before we go, I'll give you the floor to shout out your team, sponsors you may have, all that good stuff. I'll give you the final word.
No, I want to thank you all of my sponsor and my team and all my training partners, and thank you for the support for my fans.
Awesome, man. Well, Adam, thanks again for your time. All the best next weekend, and I'm sure we'll chat again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.